not straight away going towards the reality, towards the truth. Whole time is spent in project planning, project plan, deadline, project plan, deadline. No work is done. Now really, here you are paid. If you know how to frighten or threaten your boss, that job will not happen without your presence. All you need to do is just make a big words and half an hour presentation in a laptop, threaten your boss that this will not happen without me. First thing you have to say, it will not happen at all. Second thing, it may happen if I am there. Third thing, even with me, I have to give my whole life, only then it will happen. Then now, you are ready for payment. That's all. So too much of words. The Ayurveda system failed because they never learnt how to frighten a patient. They never learnt how to threaten a patient, how to exploit the patient's fear. They were all healing. They were so soothing. Constantly they were giving only confidence and courage. So naturally patient will not come back. They don't have a constant publicity. If you have this, better check for that. If you have this small symptom, even if you don't have, why not have a checkup? Call now, call your doctor now. And talk to your doctor now about this medicine. And in a low voice, all these things are side effect, you may die soon. If you have this problem, that problem, this and that, in a low voice, in a small letter. Ayurveda never learned how to threaten people, how to frighten people. When you go there also, the doctors never threaten you. Doctors never give you the insecurity. That's the problem with Ayurveda. That is why it has not become a big successful system. Here, we waste too much of time in the words. Now also I can see, when I said that in India means I would have said, I would have started with the word I am God. There are many people, oh God, what is he telling? That is why I did not start with that word. You understand? That is why I did not start with that word. That is the reason you have to sit with me. And I have seen people, so many people, having the experience without going through any technique or program. Just the other day, one of our devotee, she passed away in US only. She has never done our program, NSP, but she has achieved far more deeper state than the people who have done NSP. Actually, I went to heal her, means just to bless her, before she passed away. After healing, I turned towards her feet and did namaskar. When I came out, these are only my close guys who live with me only can watch. These moments, devotees can't watch. One fellow who is closely living around me, he asked in the car, what is this, Swamiji? You did namaskar to her, towards her feet. Why? And she has not done any program. All she has done is she heard about me and felt connected. That's all. She seen me only once. I said, why I did namaskar to her feet? In Bhagavata, there is a beautiful story. Krishna was painting the feet of Radha with mehendi, means that whatever you call. Anyhow, Krishna was painting the feet of Radha with some decoration, cosmetics. Maybe those days pedicure and manicure. What do you call? Anyhow, that is the what is the name? Pedicure. Anyhow, those days pedicure. So Krishna was doing that to Radha. These rishis, jealous fellows, and they were asking, what? How can you do that to a girl? You may be in love with her, but you are God. How can you touch the feet of somebody, some girl? It's too much. We can't digest this. Our God touching some girl's feet. Actually, their ego is hurt. They are touching somebody's feet and he is touching somebody else's feet. That is too much for them. Now it is like they are indirectly touching Radha's feet, which they do not want. See, that is the real problem. That is the real problem. And they said, how can you do that? Krishna says beautifully, understand, she is more connected to me because of her devotion than this body connected to me. So this body feels shy and thus offers the respect to her feet. Understand? She is more connected to me than this body is connected to me. So this body is feeling shy and offering the respect to that body, to that person. If you understand this one thing, the Atmasparana is done. Nothing else. Krishna says, she is more connected to me than this body is connected to me. I feel she is more close to me than this body. That is why this body is touching her feet and offering the devotion, respect. This has got so many truths, this one sentence. One thing, he is beyond this body. Second thing, the feeling connected happens only by a deep trust or surrendering or relaxing. And the third thing, when devotion happens to you, you become much more than God. Understand? When a devotion happens to you, you become much more than God. That is what you need to understand by this one sentence, one statement. So I told the same thing to the person who was driving me. So I felt already that she is more connected to me than this body itself, just because of her simple faith and devotion. And the same way, she left the body so beautifully, so gracefully. So gracefully she left the body. She has not done any program. The only reason I can say, she is from the Indian tradition. She was not trained with the intellectual or the ways of the logic. Ways of the logic. One more thing, there are many people who are from India. Don't think you are from Indian tradition. No. You are not from Indian tradition. There are many people from West. Don't think you are just Western logic person. No. It is not based on the birth of the country. It is based on the being, the quality of your being. Do not think all the people who took birth in West are Westerners. No. And all Westerners who are here are Indians. That's why you are here. That is why you are here. And all the Indians who are here, don't think you are Indians. Relax. You are here. Don't think you are Indians. I can assure all the people who are from West who are here are in tune with that Indian tradition. That's why you are here. But not all the Indians. And at least for NRIs. Anyhow. So the first thing I want to tell you, not technique, first thing, let me coin a new word. The first, maybe you can use first Upanishad, means the sitting. These 2 days drop from your identity. If you are a doctor, think yourself as an engineer. If you are a lawyer, think yourself as a doctor. Just change your identity. Just relax from your identity for these 2 days. Understand? You don't know the freedom you will experience. You don't know the freedom you will experience. Just for 2 days decide, I am not going to prove my identity. I am not going to hold on to my identity. Just 2 days be a Paramahamsa. Paramahamsa is a person who says very clearly, Paramahamsa means mad. The word literally means. Instead of society calling me, I myself say I am mad, so that I am free. No, I don't have to just follow one idea, one mold. I give only one guarantee, I will not hurt you, that's all. But I am not interested in proving any identity. I am not interested in proving any identity to you. That is why I don't even use the word Swami. The Swami word is associated with too much of identity, too many problems, too many difficulties. That's why I never use that word Swami. Paramahamsa means liberated. You can also live the life of liberation for these 2 days. For next 2 days, do not carry your identity. Means try to avoid to sit with your family or friends, try even to avoid talking. Try to avoid talking, because if you start talking, you will have to bring the same identity back, and you have to talk in the same way, you will be in the same track. 2 days relax. Do not carry the identity. Do not carry your same stuff, ideas. Just be somewhere, just be like a vagabond. Hippies are the people who are very close to enlightenment. All they need is little meditation, that's all. That's all, nothing else. These 2 days, relax from the identities. Relax from proving the identity. Just be completely relaxed, don't bother. You will see so much can happen in you. So much of transformation can happen in you. You will be a new being, new person when you leave the hall. So great opportunity to sit, experience Upanishad. Now you are going to experience Upanishad. Such a great opportunity to experience Upanishad from the very source of the tradition. From the very source. From the very root. So, all you need is only one thing, relaxing from your identity. And if you don't have one, you are saved already. Half of the job is done. If you have one, then relax from it for just next 2 days. Nothing else to be told. You are ready. All you need to do is relaxing from the identity, so that the Upanishad, the process itself can be started. The Upanishad can be started. Now, we'll start the first thing, initiation. Sit completely with the open being. Even you can visualize, you can feel that you are open. Visualize that you are completely open. Means like you are a flower, fully open, fully blossomed, fully available. That you are totally relaxed. And just listen these few mantras. Understand? I am going to chant the Upanishad on which we are going to work.